Hi, buddy. We're gonna risk it. I'm gonna let this guy sniff me a little bit. I'm trying to build more and more trust. I don't know how much trust I have of them near my. Oh my God! What's going on, everybody? Hanging out here in the reptile room, which is my office, which is now a reptile room. We got all these lovely vision cages here. This one's a hospital cage. It's empty. There's Dune lives there. This is another hospital cage. We got a amboinensis that was septic that's doing much better. Then, of course, we got the baby tortoises in here. But now look, boom, we got an arboreal setup that I'm working on today. Pretty excited because we have some new animals coming. I'm not going to give away what I'm getting. I want you guys to try and figure out what am I getting by how we're going to design, or rather set up this vision cage. So this is their arboreal one. It's taller than the others. We've got to get a light up in here. We need a basking light. We need some substrate. We also need some furniture and a large water bowl. So I'm going to start getting all those supplies together right now. And you guys are coming with me. Let's go. I've been wandering around, checking out some cool stuff to get this ready, and there have been a few things that I had my eye on that are just laying around our, oh, there's turtles too, by the way, laying around our awesome yard. There's so many things we can get. By the way, check out the ponds in the front, looking beautiful. I just love getting ideas for my enclosures from what's going on outside. Here's an amboinensis that's doing real good. Nice, healthy amboinensis. Every now and again, you get a sick turtle, so luckily for that turtle, I saw it, I brought it in, and it's been eating and it's on the mend. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, so I noticed this. This is a pretty cool log. It's heavy, but cool. So we're gonna spray it off. I'm gonna bring it over here. We're gonna clean it up a little bit because I think this would be a very cool decoration for the critters that I'm getting. So I don't know, let me know in the comments below. What do you think I'm getting? They're arboreal, they're semi-arboreal. I wanted some climbing for them, but they also like water. And I'll tell you what else, they live in mangrove swamps. So let's see, just kind of bash this thing off a little bit here. Just kind of do that, and then I'll spray it. Awesome, here we go. Here we go, we got some of this. We also need a basking light. We're gonna do 100 water. We also need a lamp, which I have one that I can get. Hey, I have one right here. Check it out. Bam, a Fluker light right there. This was one of the ones I used for, we gotta remove this little cage. Actually, you know what? Not gonna do this one. Oops, I hope I didn't ruin that light bulb by just dropping it. Let's grab another. I'm gonna grab another one, just in case this one got destroyed. Okay, so we're moving along. I'll tell you what, we're gonna fast forward this. Let's go to time warp. Yeah, alrighty. Very simple at the moment, but it's got these large doors here that we are able to look into. Keeping it simple, we're gonna moisten it up. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it down. I like to use these, the reptile bark from Fluker. We also have these awesome water bowls from Vision. It's actually made out of the same material, the same plastic that the cages are made from. This is their largest one. It's gonna be perfect for the juveniles that I'll be getting. I'm gonna add a few more branches as we get them, but I just wanted to get most of this stuff up. I like the backing also. This is their mangrove backing. It looks more like a rainforest to me. I love it. It's a nice stream. I think it'll just provide a nice little ambiance for our critters here. I love that stump. It's pretty good. So we're gonna have a UVB light up in here. You can see I have it hanging out right there, but I need to get a extension cord so I can plug it into the bottom strip. So we're gonna have heat there. We got a 100-watt bulb there. We're gonna have UVB strip lighting that's gonna illuminate the entire thing. So they're gonna get full spectrum UVB. A hide box from Fluker. They'll probably be able to hide in other places. How am I gonna drain this? With a shop vac. I have a small shop vac. I can easily drain it, clean it as needed. And like I said, we're gonna probably get a few branches here to kind of continue the arboreal theme. I want some more branches up in here and stuff like that. So these guys are what I would consider semi-arboreal, but what do you think they are? I need you guys to guess below. There's gonna be 2 of them. They're a gift, and they eat crustaceans. They are carnivores. They're gonna be eating fish, crustaceans, maybe a little poultry and rodent, but they're pretty interesting. So I'm excited. So you guys keep guessing. I want to move along now and kind of go out here and show you some other improvements I've made. I love sharing the technical stuff I do that I learned from all of my adventures in this yard. So here's what's going on. Here's Sophia's pond. I did some work, cleaned up some of those papyrus. We moved the log around here in her pond. We got a peninsular cooter sunbathing. That's what I wanted. I mean, who doesn't, hey, look at that. There was a little basilisk just went. Who doesn't love turtles on logs? I think that's kind of the whole purpose, right? So here's this guy. You're fine, little one. He's probably gonna go ahead and jump off as I walk around. But look at how crystal clear this water is. We've got a Kwangtung turtle in the bottom there. I don't know if you can make it out. Let me see. I'm gonna put you guys under. Here we go. I want to show, whoa, whoops, sorry little guy. I guess that was not entirely stable. There's a Kwangtung under there. Here we go. All right, so you saw that Kwangtung turtle. There's a few of them in here, but I have never been more excited about a clean out. There's my Japanese wood turtle right there, just coming out of the rocks. I basically, what I did was this. I've been noticing that with the intake bays here, they were getting clogged up. Now I really needed to do a service of this. When I pulled everything out, I had to remove all these rocks. I removed the grading on the aqua blocks. I took out all of the gravel. And there was sludge. There was about a foot of organic sludge in there. I sucked it all out. I rinsed it all out. What's happening is too much of it is kind of getting through the rocks. So I spoke with good old Ed, the pond professor, and he suggested I take the pad from the filter. I have a lot of supplies from Aquascape. They're very, very good to me. I'm kind of like an R&D guy here for them with their turtles and ponds and stuff like that. So I went ahead and I put these pads in. I cut other ones to fit. We have a few rocks right here, but I'm going for function. This doesn't bother me, the look of it. Now, if I wanted, I could probably lay some of the river rock on top of this, but I want to just see, I wanted to see what the flow would be like. But look at how incredibly clear in just about 24 hours this pond has gotten. We're also keeping large pieces of debris from getting in and kind of just polluting the pond area. So now all I'll have to do is remove these pads, spray them off, put them back in, and that'll be an easier way for me to maintain this pond. So that's what I did, and that's what I spent a couple, well, actually took me about 4 hours to do everything in here. So that's not really so bad, but I'm loving it. It just looks awesome. Let me know what you guys think. I'm pumped on these. I also like the idea of moving the log. It used to be placed across the intake bay, but the turtles couldn't get onto it. So I moved it here, and as you can see, there was already a turtle basking. So I'm sure we're gonna have more turtles basking on that. But also, I wanna show you something else, guys. Things happen, and you have to be ready to rock. So I also had noticed something else. If you guys graduate to a giant rec pond and you get some of these larger above ground pumps, you'll have to know what to look for any kind of issues with them. So let's go over to the pump station here, and I'll show you what's going on that I noticed through trial and error. All right, on the left, this Pentair Superflow pump is functioning perfectly. There's no air inside this lens here, inside the suction chamber. But you notice how we've got air in here? That's usually an indicator that something's going wrong, and I had to figure it out. You start by getting into the vaults there and making sure that the check valves don't have rocks in them, because sometimes that causes a cavitation. The water rushing around the rock actually breaks apart the water molecule and produces oxygen. So that's one reason. Then I checked the lens here to make sure it's not cracked, nothing like that. But then, my friends, I realized as I was fudging with this thing, watch when I shut the valve a little bit. We got this valve here. We slow down the flow. I was getting water coming out of this seal right here. So I need to redo the seal in this pump. That's what's causing the air getting in. So it's not that big a job. Luckily, I watched a YouTube video on it. So I'll be pulling this off in a couple of days once the materials get here. Once the replacement seals get here, I'm gonna have to do a service on this pump. Otherwise, you're looking at probably $1,200 to replace this pump. I'd rather fix the seals for $13 and a little elbow grease. But hey, I just love to keep you guys abreast of what it takes to run this camp. It takes a lot. We've got beautiful redfoots doing their thing. We got turtles laying eggs. It's the redfoot cherryhead season. I also have thrown in some of the trimmings from our banana plants, and you can see these guys are eating them right now, which is awesome. So I allow them to do all that good stuff. And then, oh my God, Huff and Puff are out. What's up, guys? I put a bunch of little crickets in their enclosure, some canned crickets from Fluker, and I'll bet you they found them. We'll go check in a minute. Look at how big they're getting. Look at these two. I love seeing them use this amazing enclosure from customcages.com. And actually, you know, Custom Cages are also the people that do custom aquariums and our vision cages as well. So shout out to them for always supporting the camp here in our education mission and our mission to keep these animals happy and healthy. Hi, buddy. We're gonna risk it. I'm gonna let this guy sniff me a little bit. I'm trying to build more and more trust with these guys, and I don't know how much trust I have of them near my... Oh my gosh, that camera scared him. Why'd you do that to me, buddy? I don't want to hurt you. He almost got my face. You don't want to get whipped in the face by these guys. But I'm loving these monitors. They're great. Here comes another one. Gonna come on up. I don't know who's Huff. I think this is Puff, and that's Huff. I have no idea, but I love them very much. And again, this enclosure has just been fantastic. We got this oak tree up here. I love how some of the leaves on the oak tree just kind of fall onto this fake bark from Universal Rock. We've got more of this coming, plus a few other things that are gonna make the camp look amazing. And yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So, all right, good stuff, buddy. I want to get to the point where these guys will allow me to touch, well, they allow me to pick them up. They've never bit me, but they are whippers, man, and it does hurt. You gonna bite my finger, or what are you gonna try? What are you trying for? The GoPro? Yeah, it's not too exciting. But again, this is how I like to do it. I get in, hang out, make sure everybody's happy and healthy. Got a nice warm day on tap, and they're out exploring their entire enclosure. I do want to get in there and I want to check out the, just to see if they ate those crickets. It's always good to double check. Shut that nice and secure lock they have on those sun catcher cages. We're going to come in here just quickly. Just want to see if they found that food. Well, it looks like they moved their plate. It wasn't over there. Look at this. I had this whole plate filled with hornworms and crickets. So they ate them. Oh, and by the way, they're coming in through the door here. Sometimes they'll, come on. I love this. This was just like kind of a dream of mine. I didn't know if it would work, but they definitely have figured out how to go in and out of the cat door. We're calling it a monitor door nowadays, but I don't think they want to come in. So they're not gonna. All right, there's one more critter we're gonna go visit. And I want to show you the excitement there as well. One more critter. All these are hints, by the way, as to what animal am I getting? What creature will I be getting? Who's paying attention? We're going to find out when we read those comments. Okay, let's go over here. There's so much happening at the camp as far as animals. You guys are going to be blown away. And the best part is, these aren't animals that I have to go out and purchase. They're animals that need homes, and they're fantastic animals. And more than just what I created today. Oh, by the way, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's go see how our relationship has been going with these two. I'm just gonna start talking a little bit lower. The female is still very skittish, but you can see the male. Chase is just beautiful. They're sunbathing right now. She's just a little bit nervous, which is a shame. I really want her to become friendlier, but it's all gonna just take me getting in here and hanging out. Now, I don't want to reach out my hand to stroke and pet Chase, because when I move, it scare her. And if she runs across him and my hand's there, it could be a bad situation for my hand. So we don't want to do that, right? So we're just gonna have to hang out here. Okay, you're okay. I don't want you to move out of that sun. We'll back up a little bit and make her feel more secure. I wanted to get hands on Chase, but that's not going to happen because they're too close in proximity and it's not worth the risk. Croc monitors, as you know, it's an animal that can hurt you. So we want to be smart with them. Oh, gosh, but I'm digging it, man. I'm loving how these guys are doing. Their enclosure's good. They go into their house every single night, which is just amazing. And it was all because my buddy Tom Crutchfield told me, hey, man, all you got to do is put substrate in, and they're going to want to get in there. It's about the tactile feeling of it. They want to feel comfortable, right? You want to go to bed with a pillow. Well, that's as good as a pillow for a croc monitor. So they nest in here and they go in every night. And that has been the key as to why he and I are getting along better, because I don't have to put my hands on him and restrain him and then put him in because it's too cold. I'm allowing him to do it on his own. And every single time that we don't have a negative situation or a negative experience, it just reinforces the positive experiences. So there you have it, everybody. I've caught you up on what's going on with the monitors, but what animal do I have? What am I getting? Who knows? I would like to see the guesses in the comments below. And hey, if you want to help out the camp more, go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan, where you can join up and help us continue to create fun educational videos for reptile lovers out there. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you later. My work's never done.